Thank you. Welcome to spring graduation. I'm Deborah Doherty, the Executive Director of the Northeast region of Canine Companions. And I would like to acknowledge some special guests today from the Samoset Middle School in Lake Ronkonkoma. They're here today to send off future service dog Leonhardt, who is entering professional training for the next 6 months with us over in Medford. Leonhardt was raised by Lori Muller, a speech therapist for the Sachem Central School District. And Leonhardt accompanied Lori to school each day, much to the delight of the children. Leonhardt was named by the NER staff in honor of Dr. Ellen Leonhardt, Medical Director of VCA Veterinary Hospitals here on Long Island, and in honor of her tireless volunteerism and commitment to Canine Companions. I also want to recognize the volunteer members of the Northeast Region Board who have joined us here today, and also any of the people who have joined us on the live stream. And as graduation celebrations take place across the country at colleges and universities over the next several weeks, Canine Companions is celebrating its own version of Graduation Day today, with 54 clients receiving the leashes of their new service dogs from their puppy raisers, 5 of them here with us today. So congratulations. There are also 222 future service dogs matriculating across the country, 33 of them here in the NER. They'll begin the next phase of their journey with us at the Miller Family Campus. And as we move towards Memorial Day, the unofficial start of summer season, I'd like to ask that any veterans in the room please stand if you are able so that we may thank you for your service. Anybody? As we celebrate, we must not forget those veterans who are unable to be with us here today, as well as those whom we have lost from the Canine Companions community. And there are 3 humans and canines who I would like to call out today, for each loss has a profound impact on our community. Mike Kehoe of Virginia, who passed away unexpectedly a few months ago while raising his 5th Canine Companions puppy, Colette. Colette was finished being raised by Susan, his wife, and is being turned in today. Also, the loss of future service dogs, Noah the 6th and Pitcher, both who were passed due to medical reasons. Pitcher was raised by Barbara Levy and adopted by the Krill family. And Noah was raised by Caitlin, Taylor, and Jennifer. And we would like to thank you all for giving them the best lives possible while they were here with us. Now to the class and puppy raisers of dogs graduating today and the training staff. Congratulations. You did it, and you worked really hard to get to this day. So congratulations. And puppy raisers of the dogs matriculating today. We thank you for being a part of our family and pouring your love, time, financial resources into being a partner with us and changing lives. We wouldn't be here without you. So let's hear it for all those puppy raisers matriculating today. And to all the other volunteers who are on site each day and doing other things for us, fundraising across the organization, across the region, and to our donors, thank you, because you also have a critical role as a partner in making graduation days possible and changing lives. So congratulations. And now I'd like to start the matriculating slideshow.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Sharon McComb. I'm the Puppy Program Manager for Canine Companions Northeast Region. I have the pleasure of working with around 200 volunteer puppy raisers. Though our raisers come from all walks of life, we are all united by our mission. Behind each of the 33 dogs that you will be seeing matriculating today is the heart and dedication of a volunteer puppy raiser. A year and a half ago, they set out with the goal to change the life of a person with a disability by raising what will one day be a gift of independence. Through socialization, training, and love, they molded these adorable puppies into the mature future service dogs that you will see shortly. Matriculation Day is bittersweet for our puppy raisers as they prepare to say goodbye for now and good luck to the dog that they raised. I hope each of you knows how truly grateful we are. Thank you for all the smiles, tears, and every moment in between that you have given the puppy that you raised. You all make our mission possible. To give some insight into the puppy raising journey, I would like to welcome one of our dedicated volunteer puppy raisers to the stage to share his experience of what it's like to raise one of these special dogs. Please welcome John Hassett, who raised one of today's graduating dogs, Montana.
A lot of bright lights up here. Like that. Down. All right, good afternoon. I'm honored and I'm really thrilled to be here. And I'd just like to share a few words about my experience raising Montana the Fifth. As puppy raisers, as Sharon mentioned, we come from all different walks of life and we have different reasons why we raise. Mine were pretty simple. I wanted to learn something new and I wanted to give back to a cause that matters to me deeply. You should also know that Montana was the first puppy that I raised, and prior to her, I never had a dog. So, clearly a rookie here. Reflecting back, this journey raising my Montana far exceeded my expectations. When I signed up to raise and train her, little did I know how much she would teach me and open up my world to the beauty of having a dog in your life. I want to share a few examples. It should come to no surprise to this audience that this dog-loving audience that was blown away by the deep bond that we quickly formed. Truly unconditional love that brought happiness and joy each day. And I think you all will agree with this. If you want to have a good day, wake up to a wagging tail. Also, Montana tested my patience. And I think it should come to I apologize. Montana tested my patience. At first, Montana wasn't a huge fan of having her nails clipped, and the sound of the Dremel would make her scurry out. I'm sure that sounds familiar to many of you here. But with lots of training, with ongoing support and encouragement from the Canine Companions community on how to get our pups comfortable with this, we took small steps each day. Some days it was hard to see the progress. We take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it took about 2 months to have her fully trust me. But we did it. And it was a wonderful reminder of the power of small steps each day, building trust and being patient. Lesson number 2, be a rookie and challenge yourself. You'll be amazed where the journey leads. So those are just really 2 lessons that I take away from this. And I had a wonderful journey raising Montana. And I'm in awe with the transformation of Montana over the past 2 years. Truly a wonderful experience. I really want to thank the broad Canine community, Canine Companions community in supporting me in this. So in closing, let me touch on giving back, because that was one of my original goals. I understand what I did is a huge gift. I don't know how to describe the feeling that I have right now. I simply know it feels pretty wonderful, and my heart is full. I also know I gained so much from this experience, and I'm grateful for this journey. So it wasn't just about giving, it was also everything that I received, and for that I'm grateful. I had the pleasure of meeting Katrina this morning, and I truly believe Montana hit the jackpot. So I'm thrilled, and my heart is full. I just want to pass along to all the graduates, congratulations, this is a big day. Let's celebrate. Enjoy your journeys. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Canine Companions is also grateful for the staff and volunteers involved in our breeding program. Bringing the next generation of service dogs into this world takes a lot of dedication and care. Our breeding program is based out of our headquarters over in Santa Rosa, California. Every quarter, new breeders are selected from the recently matriculated puppies. Please join me in recognizing the dogs most recently selected as breeders and congratulating the volunteers who raised them as puppies and their new breeder caretakers. At this time, I would like to ask the puppy raisers of matriculating puppies to please quietly line up out in the hallway in alphabetical order. I would also like to invite Emily Tulo, Puppy Program Administrative Assistant, to the stage to help with certificates. While they line up, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the raisers and dogs that matriculated early or could not be present today. Douglas III was raised by Christy Rawling from Phillipsburg, New Jersey, and she has raised 14 puppies. Yoggin IV was raised by Kristen Moslow from Manaskin, Sabot, Virginia, who has raised 2 puppies, and Yoggin was sponsored by Mark Robillard. Rudolph III was raised by Bruce and Chris Alt from Midlothian, Virginia, and they have raised 12 puppies. Truckee VI was raised by Mackenzie Kinter and Christy Fajowski from Williamsburg, Virginia, and Billerica, Massachusetts. Mackenzie has raised 1 puppy. With that, I would like to present to you the May matriculating class. First, we have Bata, raised by Bree and Mike Errett from Ewing, New Jersey. They have raised 7 puppies. Bata was sponsored by Ann and Bob Benson. Cece III was raised by Jill Canfield, Mike Tanley, Pam Becker, and Kate Fulham. They're from Weston, Virginia, and East Hampton Bays, New York, and this is their first puppy. Colette III was raised by Mike and Susan Kehoe and family with Emily Peoples and is presented today by Sophia Sahazic. They're from Clifton, Virginia, and Newark, Delaware, and have raised 5 puppies. Danielle IV was raised by Jeff and Gina King. They're from Bristol, Pennsylvania, and this is their 14th puppy. Destiny VI was raised by Nancy Chang from Newark, Delaware, and this is her 2nd puppy. Dottie II was raised by Jean Marie Mazzaferro and Deb Rogers from Riverhead, New York, and this is their 3rd puppy. Pharrell IV was raised by Ashley Pankowitz from Burlington, New Jersey, and this is her 5th puppy. Freeman III was raised by Scott and Mary Mace from Kittery, Maine, and this is their 12th puppy. Garnet VII was raised by the Robinson family and the DeStefano family from Northport, New York, and Eldersburg, Maryland. This is their 2nd puppy. Griff II was raised by Sarah Bauman from Wisconsin, New York, and this is her 1st puppy. Harlan IV was raised by May and John Sikora with Ann Sansevier. They're from Bluffton, South Carolina, and have raised 17 and 2 puppies. Higgins II was raised by the Toll family from Aldie, Virginia, and this is their 3rd puppy. Jingle V was raised by Fran and Mitch Mason and Susan Bracken from Richmond, Virginia. They have raised 7 and 15 puppies. Kindle IV was raised by Linda Lim from Winter Garden, Florida, and this is their 2nd puppy. Next, we have Leanheart. This was a dog named in honor of Dr. Leanheart, who does all of our x-rays for turn-in dogs and has expanded the number of veterinarians who come to our campus to check on our program dogs. Leanheart was raised by Lori Mulhern Jackson from Kings Park, New York, and is presented today by Lori, Connor Martin, and Rachel Stapleton. Leverett was raised by Leslie Zalamsky and Carolyn Odom from Maynard, Massachusetts and Groveport, Ohio. They have raised 7 and 11 dogs. Lux was raised by Emily Zier from Washington, D.C., and this is her 7th puppy. Lynn II was raised by Julie Gans and Lena Watson from Arlington, Virginia, and this is their 1st puppy. Marcy II was raised by Monica and Ainsley Harrington from Francistown, New Hampshire, and this is their 1st puppy. Mindy VI was raised by Dylan and Michelle Gillipsy from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, and this is their 1st puppy. Nellie VII was raised by Luke and Jennifer Meffett from Fairfax, Virginia, and this is their 1st puppy. Pismo V was raised by Sarah Hughes and Andrew Cleek from Washington, D.C., and this is their 1st puppy. Rambler II was raised by Dennis Chen from Newton, Massachusetts, and this is his 1st puppy. Randall was raised by Christine and Jameson Cullen from Newburgh, New York. This is her 7th puppy. Randall was named by Kara Dorsey. Roddy II was raised by Brianna Lamette from Durham, North Carolina, and this is her 8th puppy. Timber IX was raised by Caitlin Toynbee from Oakton, Virginia, and this is her 1st puppy. Tiger IV was raised by Dee Rendock from Windsor, Connecticut, and this is her 2nd puppy. Wednesday IV was raised by Leslie and John Neely from Williamsburg, Virginia, and this is their 3rd puppy. Whimsy II was raised by Julia Rossi from South Salem, New York, and this is her 1st puppy. Congratulations to the May matriculating class.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our May 2024 graduation ceremony. Whether you are watching on the live stream or joining us in person, we're so happy to have you with us here today. My name is Winona Fuller, and I'm an instructor here at the Northeast Region. Together with apprentice instructor Taylor Studley, we have had the pleasure of teaching class for the past 2 weeks. For those who have never gone through a team training, It may be hard to understand the hard work, long hours, countless skills, and bonding moments that make up the 2 weeks spent on campus. Please enjoy the class slideshow highlighting some of the things we worked on over the course of those past 2 weeks.
That's it. That again. Yes. Walk the left. Hold. Walk the left. Come on. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes. Strong. Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Nice.
Such a good one. That is such a good job.
Traffic's moving forward, you're still sitting at the light. Your engine always stalls, too much idle time.
Right. Now, to give you a first-hand account of her class experience, I'd like to call Katrina Wondrak to the stage.
Our Canine Companions have experienced various transitions leading up to graduation. They go from the breeder family that weans them as puppies, to their puppy raisers who love, nurture, and train them, preparing them for professional training. To the professional trainers who prepare them for placement, to all the individuals who dedicate their time, dedication, and passion to training our companions, I offer my profound gratitude. If not for Montana, who you heard about a little bit earlier from John, I would not be giving this speech. Within the short time frame of team training, I can honestly say I have already noticed the positive impact she has had on my life. When our service dogs task, they allow us to bridge the gap between our physical limitations and all we have to offer the world around us. Beyond their physical help, our companions provide emotional comfort and companionship. In moments of struggle or distress, their gentle presence and unwavering devotion are just the antidote. For those of you familiar with Dungeons & Dragons, our team matches were a critical hit. I am sure my team cohort will agree that our matches were a natural fit for each of us. Not only was it rewarding to bond with Montana and start this next chapter of growing and learning together, but it was rewarding to each of us to see each of the members of our cohort grow and succeed with their canine teammates. We celebrated each other's achievements. Our successors shared their wisdom in animal handling. Thank you, Heather, Andreas, and Janie, and supported each other through this entire process. Thank you, Chris, for always offering some comic relief. I first learned about Canine Companions as a founding chapter member of the Delta Alpha Pi Honor Society for Individuals with Disabilities at my undergraduate university. As part of raising awareness for this new honor society on campus and embodying one of its core tenets of advocacy, we decided to host a week-long series of events to help highlight some of the challenges faced by individuals with disabilities. Canine Companions sent someone to host demonstrations that day, highlighting the power of our four-legged sidekicks. It was in that moment that I realized service dogs help us be the best version of ourselves. My first ever dog was a small pet dog named Viola. We went through many life transitions together, from applying to colleges, moving out into my own apartment, and learning how to drive together. Let me tell you, she was not happy when the steering wheel took her seat on my lap. Losing her was probably one of the hardest things I've had to do in my life thus far. Since then, there have been many ups and downs. I somehow managed to find my forever human without even trying. We moved hundreds of miles away from our family and friends, and I started an entirely new career that I would have never envisioned for myself. All of these transitions can take a toll, and even when things are going very well, it still felt like something was missing. Our companions understand the impact of transitions all too well. They have experienced many of them in their first 2 years of life. I now understand I had a very special Montana-shaped hole in my life. I feel reinvigorated to go out into the world and do great things because I know together we can do anything. As I reflect on our experiences the last 2 weeks and we set out on this next adventure post-graduation, I can't help but think of Dr. Seuss. All the places we will go, the people we will meet, and the adventures we will have. With our companions by our side, I have no doubt we will go forth and do great things. Thank you again to everyone that makes this moment possible for all of us.
Katrina. Just move that out of the way. Okay. Thank you for staying up here. Katrina is graduating today with Service Dog Montana the 5th. Better known as Team Tana, these two shared an equal need to always be touching. Redefining Velcro Dog, Montana could often be found napping on Katrina's foot plates during lectures. Montana the 5th was raised by John Hassett. John, please join me on stage. John is currently raising his second puppy. John.
All right. Right. Well, Janie Mayhaus, please join us on the stage. Janie is graduating today with successor service dog, Neville the 7th. Better known as Team Nevs, Janie took very quickly to her busy beaver. Neville and Janie took every opportunity to sneak in some extra motivating kisses after a task well done. Neville was raised by Wendy Nye. Wendy is currently raising her second puppy.
Next, I'd like to invite Andreas Newman-Massis onto the stage. Andreas is graduating today with successor service dog Kim the Sixth. Better known as Team Kimdreas, Andreas is always sure to make sure to treat Kim like the diva she is, often rewarding with a big beaming smile and praise of beautiful. Kim was raised by Viveka B. Lamore. Viveka is currently raising her second puppy.
Next, I would like to invite Heather Smith to the stage. Heather is graduating today with successor service dog Wonka III. Better known as Team Wonky, both teammates have a silly streak. This team might come off as serious, but Wonka's antics never fail to bring a smile to Heather's face. Wonka was raised by Jody Day. Jody is currently raising her fourth puppy.
Finally, I'd like to invite Chris Fleming to the stage. Chris is graduating today with service dog Buffy the Fifth. Better known as Team Buffalino, the bond between these two is easy to see. Buffy just can't get enough of Chris's sweet praise and gentle ear scratches. Buffy was raised by Alyssa Stoke. Buffy is the first puppy she has raised. Just by being here today, each and every one of you has helped us in our goal of placing more of these life-changing dogs. Whether you are a donor, puppy raiser, or just a friend or family member stopping by. Whether this is your first graduation or your 50th, thank you for joining us today. Puppy raisers of matriculating dogs, please meet us back on campus after the ceremony. There is photography opportunity over to the right-hand side in the back room. What? Behind. For anyone who would like photographs of their group. That all being said, congratulations once again to the May 2024 class. Release.